Wow, what a view. Welcome back. That is the sight of the mountains to our left-hand side. That is the setting for the second semi-final of the 40th Snow Polo World Cup at St. Moritz. Two times winners, Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, playing against World Polo League. And what a day we have had so far. Two extremely close games. My name is John Kent, and I've been delighted to be bringing you these games throughout the tournament so far. And this game promises to bring it all. It is for two-time winners, as I mentioned, Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, the cousins, the Laplacettes, playing against Melissa Ganzi, World Polo League. Really excited for this one. The Kushnat practice, they await the winners in the final. The loser of this, if my maths is correct, likely heading towards a third, fourth place playoff, dependent on goal difference. One team will be playing at Makaj in the fifth, sixth place playoff. So still plenty to play for throughout the rest of the weekend, and it's all to play for now in this second semi-final. Been entertained here at the lake throughout the interval between the games. The music, the lunch has all been going on in the background. But for our viewers online, please do follow us on Polo Line OK, on our app, Polo Line Int on Facebook, Polo Line TV over on YouTube as well, where across all of the social media channels, tell us where you are, what you're watching, and what you think of the games going on as well. The two games so far today, not the most open. There's been a lot of whistle. There's been 5 yellow cards already given today. So let's see what this final game brings. The lake is looking fantastic. There were questions raised after last year's penalty shootout due to water proximity to the lake between the snow and the ice. This year we've got 40 centimetres of ice separating the snow and the water. So plenty of safe ground for these teams. Melissa Ganzi, what a moment it is for her. Winner of this tournament, previously the first lady player to win this prestigious tournament here in Switzerland. She is here with a great lineup: Alejandro Navisha Estrada, Mariano Gracida, the Gracida surname, of course, needs no introducing around the world of polo, and Jason Crowder, the MVP from the opening day. We will go through both those lineups for you before we get underway, but wherever you are, make a tea, grab a coffee, grab a drink. We are just about to get the second semi-final underway. The Kushnat practice, they are there. Who will be joining them? The umpires, Mark Holmes, Cesar Ruiz, Guinezu, Charles Seville, third man. The umpires, it's got to be said, they've had plenty of work to do so far today. As the players line up, we'll see whether we have the national anthem again. My commentator over on the far side, Jan-Erik Frank, just geeing the crowd up a bit on the far side. They lead little introduction. But as we now have these two teams coming in front of us, firstly being called forward from Wellington, Florida, it is Melissa Ganzi, always a popular figure. She loves the crowd, loves the noise. Coming in behind her at number 2, what a first game of the tournament he had. Jason Crowder, number 3, Alejandro Navisha Estrada, and at back it is Mariano Gracida. Playing against them, being called forward for Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, 2022-2023 winners. Number 1, the team captain, Elchin Jamali. Playing at number 2, Tarlan Govanaliev. He plays at number 2. And then the two cousins, it is Adrien Laplacette first of all, and then behind him in that famous blue hat with the red stripe, it is Raouli Laplacette. So what a stage we have in front of us. It is simple. Winners are in the final. Will it be World Polo League looking for their first title as the name goes? Or will it be Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, making it number 3? So, players just been spoken to out there by the umpires. I think they will have gone away in between the games. Very keen to make sure that these players, they just need to keep their calm. 4 chukkers. 6.5 minutes each chukker. We don't change ends after every goal. We do in between chukkers. So when a goal is scored, players do come back to the middle, but the ends, they do not change. Every time a ball goes out of play, which it does do a bit. The wind is beginning to rise here as well. They go to the middle of the ground and have a roll in, much as you see at the beginning of the game. But the sun, it is still shining. The sky is blue. The wind blowing left to right as I stand here in the Polo Line Tower. Let's see how that has an impact on the penalties as we go. As I mentioned, do let us know where you're watching from around the world. And we are underway in the second semi-final. And straight away, it's going to fall here for La Placette. That was Adrian La Placette looking for Govanaliev, but it's now fallen to Navita Estrada. The open backhand played by Navita Estrada, looking for Gracida. Gracida coming up against Jamali. Jamali, such a good defender for his side as Gracida comes back round, and Raul La Placette now will come back onto the play. Rally, dummies left, dummies right. La Placette, we watch him playing around the world. Such a good player at the 15, 16, 18, 22 goal level, you name it. La Placette wins wherever he goes. As Alejandro Navita Estrada left now for Adrian La Placette. There again will be Rally La Placette. He's beaten 2 of them. It's going to be up now to Gracida at the back. Gracida just watching. La Placette with the drive down the ground. Jamali putting on the pressure, but coming back quickly there. It will be Alejandro Navita Estrada. Leaves it again for Gracida. The Gracida and Navita Estrada surnames combining together for the World Polo League. Crowder, he picks it up, hits it into the Polo Line Tower. That goes up over the boards. And it is going to be a roll in here right in front of us on the halfway line. Players line up, ball goes in play. It's up there for Raul La Placette. La Placette just with the tap, waiting closely there. Crowder and Navita Estrada closing down La Placette quickly. Adrian La Placette comes behind Rowley. Rowley now has a look down the ground to see where the runners go as Adrian looks to get there in front of Crowder. It's Adrian La Placette on the near side once, pushed out of it the second time. Big open backhand play, but look at that by Govanaliev. He finds again La Placette. It's La Placette with the score, with the goal, and Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, the 2-time champions of this tournament. They come out flying. They lead the game 1-0. And what a score that is by Adrian La Placette. Took it out the air, ran away there in front of Gracida. And we have our opening score, 1-0. Oh, I should say, sorry, there's actually some handicap score given. It's 2.5-0. I beg your pardon. So a goal and a half started on handicap as well for Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, who beat the Kushnat practice yesterday in the opening game. Are we going to get a repeat of that first game in the final? Here now, coming through, was Elchin Jamali. So, a day which has been littered with whistles. We've got our first big one of the day. As we have a look at the instant replay, it was La Placette coming round. And then, yeah, just got a little bit stuck, so it's gone in favour of the team in purple. So here now is Gracida. Gracida looking for Navita Estrada. Crowder making a real nuisance himself at the front. Melissa Ganti to the right-hand side as it's here now and brought out. Now comes Adrian La Placette again. La Placette ridden out of it by Navita Estrada. The umpires spotted a foul on that one. I think they're saying that Estrada may well have had to go on the near side. It looked close, so we'll take another look. You saw there Laplacette. He takes it. And Laplacette came across. Sorry, no, Navijo Estrada came across, and they're saying he had to go near side. So, a couple of fouls early on in this chucker then. This one, it goes in favour. Once we come back from players being allowed to change, which they are at the halfway point of these chuckers. So World Polo League, Melissa Ganzi, her operation, that's where they head to, Wellington, Florida, after this, to play the season out there. But how she would love to get a second title. We saw Grant Ganzi, her son, playing earlier on. He will be playing in the 5th and 6th place. We know that much already. We know the Kushnak practice are in the final. Other than that, it is all up for grabs in terms of positions. The winners of this go to the final. The losers, they will find themselves in a game of maths against the other sides to work who plays in the 3rd and 4th place playoff and who plays for 5th and 6th. But as we come back, it's going to be a 40-yard penalty, undefended. But with this win, I'll tell you what, it is getting cold now. Probably the coldest conditions we've had so far over the 2 days. So let's see how much of an impact that may have. So Raul Laplacette, we saw Adriancito Laplacette with the goal earlier, and this one's just gone wide to the right-hand side. So 2.5 goals to nil. They started with a goal and half on handicap and then added that field goal from Adrian Laplacette. But we get going now. The second half of this opening chucker. World Polo League. They do not want this game to get away from them in terms of score early on here. As it's sent out left there by Gracida. Gracida looking for Navijo Estrada. Navijo Estrada able to get there, but he's watched every step away there by Elchin Jamali. He gets better and better every single year, that number 1 for Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, and he just took Estrada out. So the team are going to have to start again, the World Polo League team. Tailback and playing. Ganzi and Crowder waiting. Coming behind Crowder is Gracida. Crowder couldn't get a lot of distance on the open backhand, so coming again is going to be Crowder. Big under the neck shot. Going back quickly in defence there is going to be Jamali. Jamali sends it up back into the polo line tower. Bounces harmlessly, and it will be a roll in back into the centre of the ground. See the cameras coming out below me. Desperate to get a little glimpse of the action, and it's Jamali. Look at him go. Crowder's giving it everything he has, but Jamali on the near side, sending it up towards the board. Crowder coming back at him. It's going to stay in play, and it's going to be now with Mariano Gracida. Gracida with a shot underneath the neck, looking for Crowder. Sorry, Navijo Estrada to continue the run, pushing hard, but there is Raul Laplacette. Navijo Estrada, he will get there. Laplacette, though, comes back onto it, just flicks it out to the right-hand side. Estrada breathing down his neck, but look at that by Raul Laplacette. Takes on all comers. He's got the support of Talan Govanaliev behind him, allowing Laplacette now to run up against Estrada. Estrada pushing Laplacette. Laplacette keeps going the near side backhand, eventually played there by Cressida, looking for Crowder on the run. Jamali, he's there. Laplacette, he's there. Adrian finding Raleigh Laplacette, taking it out now towards the boards. This game is what we've been waiting for. It's a lot more open, and it's attacking Polo now by Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, as it's here now with Adrian Laplacette. He's about 20 for goal. Oh, it's defended there on the line. It was Crowder, I think, who got the final touch off his horse. Let's have a look, just to make sure that is indeed the case. Yes, it's just off the horse, so it will be a ball off the back line. Great desperate defence there from World Polo League, but they got to get down the other end of the ground. At the moment, it is being dominated by the team in green. Navisha Estrada appealing for a foul. The umpires say play on. Jamali takes it out the air superbly, and they're in front of Crowder as well. Look at Elche Jamali go. Oh, coming in is Cressida. Oh, you saw that one from up here in the tower. Cressida, he thought he had the space. The umpires, they blow the whistle. Now, how quickly did Jamali turn onto that line? Was he quick enough? The umpires just having a chat. We'll have another look. You can see Cressida thinking, but I think even Cressida slowed down a little bit. Maybe if he hadn't, he may well have got away with it, but the decision is going to be in favour of Azerbaijan Land of Fire. The crowd has been growing here. I reckon we've got 5,000 to 10,000 in the arena now. This beautiful setting, it is unique in the world of polo, this lake of San Moritz. But it's going to be Rowley Laplacette with the chance, 40 yards out. Can he make it another score here? Laplacette with the shot. It's going to be close, and it's through the goal. He just watched it through carefully, wanting to make sure, but the goal is scored, and it is another one in favour. Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire. And they're just beginning to run away with it a little bit here in this opening chukker, with that being the final hit of the first of our 4 chukkers. And what a start it has been for the 2-time champions, Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire. They lead World Polo League 3.5 goals to 0. So welcome back here. Players making their way back out to the second chukker. If you're just joining us for the first time this weekend, every chukker begins with a roll in from the centre of the ground. It would have been the case anyway with the goal being scored, but however it ends, that is how we start. So the ball goes back in play. Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, ends change, but the story is the same. They bring the ball out the lineup. They have all of the momentum in this game so far, and they want to go with Talan Govanaliev. Send it up looking for Jamali Govanaliev. Oh, what a backhand that is by Jason Crowder. Crowder looking for Navisha Estrada. Navisha Estrada takes it to the left-hand side. Waiting there is Laplacette. It's right there. He's dancing with it on the back line, goes over the back line. Now, who got the final touch? If it was off a player's horse, which it looks like it was the case, it will just be a knock-in hit for World Polo League. Oh, they've given it straight there to Adrian Laplacette. Laplacette with the backhand, looking for Elchin Jamali. Jamali going for it, but wide to the left-hand side. Very clever the way in which this team in green play. You will always see one of Adrian or Raul pushing at the front. The other one will remain back. And look at Elchin Jamali. He always gives it his all, defending from the front as well. That was such a figure of their victory yesterday against the Kushnap practice that it has been the 2 times they've won this tournament before. But there, with a whistle. Let's have a look here. So it's there with Cressida taking it out to the right-hand side. He's claiming there that La Placette came across as he was going for a backhand. A little faint flick of a wrist it was by Cressida. And that is indeed the case. Now, where they're going to send it, they're going to move it up. It looks like to a 40-yard penalty. So a big chance here for this side in purple. World Polo League to make a marker. So who's going to take this one? We saw Jason Crowder yesterday. He started so well. His first time playing on the lake, as it is Mariano Cressida. And he was very impressive in his MVP winning game. So Crowder, 40 yards out, turns around, has it. Oh, it stopped. It stopped. The accuracy was perfect. It looked like he had the power. But just again, I look at these flags waving next to me. They are waving against Crowder there. So stopped in flight. Sent out left there by Raul La Placette. Looking for Jamali. Jamali now takes it up towards the halfway line. He's got it as well, but he's got Cressida to deal with. Cressida with the near side backhand. Looking for Crowder, who's got to get round the umpire in his tracks as well. Sent long up. Is it going to stay in play? It bounces against the boards. La Placette, I think, knew he was against pressure, so he just sent it up over the boards. That will take them back to the centre of the ground for a throw-in. It does come into tactics a little bit. That hitting the ball up over the boards, you see them looking either to buy territory or time. So ball goes into play. Taken there by Crowder. Crowder sends it up high and handsome. Coming back onto it will be Cressida. Cressida went for it. Coming onto it now is Jamali. Elchin Jamali gives it here, looking to see where La Placette is, but it's going instead for Jamali. Jamali taking on Estrada. Just getting a little bit scrappy here as the players fight on the far side. Eventually it's here with La Placette. La Placette with the touch. Taking it out now, back towards his own goal. Still now, La Placette takes away the stick of Crowder. It's a game of keep ball at the moment. We saw him do this at the end of a game yesterday against Kushnap Practice. That was right at the end. This, I think, he's just trying to find an inch of space, and he's done that and more as he takes it past Cressida. Being chased hard there as Cressida does eventually get it. Now, who's going to turn first? It's going to be here with La Placette. La Placette takes it back. Melissa Ganzi just hovering close to the action as well, as it's still here now with La Placette. Ganzi coming in. Great play, though, by Govanaliev, who takes it up, appealing for a foul. The umpires say play on, letting play run a little bit more. Good to see in this second semi-final of the day as Estrada takes it up. Taken out the air by Rally La Placette. Round the outside there of Ganzi. Back now comes Estrada. Gets the hook, but the umpires eventually do blow the whistle. Let's have a look what the umpires decided here. There's a couple of players in purple. I think it's going to go against La Placette, reaching across the horse there of Estrada, so likely a penalty just from the spot, but in the meantime they will go off and change horses halfway through this second chukker, so a little bit of a break before we get the second half of the second chukker back underway, and a chance again to remind you of the schedule for tomorrow. We start again at 11 o'clock, 5th and 6th place playoff, 12:15, 2:30 again going through. Please do join us, whether you're watching across our app or across on Facebook. This is the place to be this weekend of polo. This beautiful organisation, the 40th year, Sam Moritz has hosted this World Cup. Vito Gardenze, the man who set it all up 40 years ago, he has been here watching, organising behind the scenes, keeps it going. His son Tito Gardenze, we saw playing earlier on. Vito, of course, 5 times winner of this tournament himself. Max Charlton, of course, was chasing that number 5 as well. Team Taos, who was so good in that first game. Cameron and Dylan Bacon, it was great to see the Taos team here playing in this edition of the Snow Polo World Cup, but just defeated by a very strong Kushnap practice side earlier on. Eduardo Greggy, what a moment it is for him. He got through to the final last year with his side in the year that was played on penalty shootout, so this is another big chance for the Kushnap practice. And it is going to be hit from the spot. The foul given against Lab Placette, just reaching over Estrada, and now comes Gracida. Gracida shows too much for play there to Lab Placette. Lab Placette comes with Venier's side backhand, looking for his cousin, Rowley Lab Placette. Rowley, seeing there on the run at the front, Elshin Jamali. Jamali, he's up against Estrada. Look at the calmness there of Alejandro Navitra. Estrada gets Venier's side backhand as well, looking out to be open for Mariano Gracida. Takes it up overboard. He was under pressure, was probably the right decision to make, and it's going to be a roll in the centre of the ground. Over 25,000 people expected to be here over the weekend. It is full packed on the far side and underneath us as well. A lot of the social media, the influencers here on this side as well, loving every minute of the action as it's fair with Elche Jamali. What a ball. It could go all the way. Rally La Placette to finish it off. La Placette, it's close, but it's just wide to the right-hand side. Full commitment there from both sets of players. It's gone wide to the right. So it remains 3.5 goals to nil. Just about a minute to go here still. Just over in this first half. Taken out right by Gracida. Gracida, he's going to go. It's Gracida. He fancies the chance to go coast to coast on a flyer as well. He just missed at the end there, but Crowder will keep him going. Carry on going, Mariano. He sends it down. Looking for him there is Govanaliev. Leaves the ball behind. Gracida on the near side, but it's sent out wide to the right-hand side. What an effort that was by Mariano Gracida, but he just fell short with the final top. It was good play by Talon Govanaliev. So, La Placette takes it up, looking for Jamali. God, this Polo Line tower has been under attack today. The ball comes straight back to us. And that will be the end of the second chukker. So we end the second chukker here of our second semi-final. Azerbaijan Land of Fire lead World Polo League 3.5 goals to nil.
Here lives the rare, the holy grail of the undiscovered, the uncommon, the enchanted and offbeat. To find it, you need to begin off the map of ordinary. Taos, it's out there.
So welcome back here. Players make their way back. The music is playing in the background. The atmosphere really building up here on the lake. Just take this chance on day 2 to thank all of our viewers around the world. We're delighted to be bringing you this action. My 3rd year here on the Lake of St. Moritz, and it is a real highlight of the year. Team Azerbaijan Land of Fire winners 2022-2023. Can they get their names back on the trophy, or are we going to see a first-time champion this year? We will see. Krishna Practice await the winners. Is it still there with La Placette? La Placette flicks it behind him into the pony. It's still going to fall maybe for Adrien La Placette. He went for the near side backhand, but in comes Crowder, and it's Guvanaliev going back now. Guvanaliev, what a play there by the number 2. Takes it out. Crowder comes again on the near side. Sprints it in front of Guvanaliev. Guvanaliev unable to stop him, so it's there now with Gracida. Gracida on the near side. What a finish that is by Mariano Gracida. He makes it 3.5 goals to 1. World Polo League. They are on the board early in this second chukker. And what a pass it was by Crowder. But look at the finish. Takes it under his control on the near side. No mistake at all. And Mariano Gracida, part of the Gracida Polo dynasty, the Mexican Polo family, sends it down the ground. Big backhand played there by Adrien La Placette, finding again Raul La Placette. They go again in front of the cameras on this close side. Raul La Placette looking to get going down the boards. He's being chased by Crowder. Crowder did enough to put him off, but these cousins know exactly where to go. Adriencito picks it up. Adrien La Placette in front of Gansi. Beaten to it again by Raul La Placette. Navisha Estrada, he comes in, but it's there with Raul La Placette. There's a whistle on the ground. They stop him before he scores for goal. It went through, but the whistle had been blown. I don't know if they heard that over on the far side where the crowd are cheering. They're on their feet. We'll have a look on the instant replay. I think La Placette reached in front of Estrada there, who was riding the player off. If that is indeed the case, it's going to be a spot penalty for World Polo League. Let's wait and see, though. Going back to pick up a ball. Yes, no, that is indeed the case. So Navisha Estrada comes back with it. So foul against Azerbaijan Land of Fire. And it's here now with Gracida. Gracida, he's looked really good here in this second game so far. As we often see, they can take a bit of time to get used to the conditions. Jason Crowder, the man of the match yesterday, but Gracita's doing a lot of the damage as far as World Polo League are concerned today. But great play it was by Guvanaliev, taking away Crowder, allowing now La Placette to come onto the play. At the front, taking away Estrada is Jamalin. They've come again for the tower, getting the ball up over the boards. And that will be a roll in right in front of us. And the ball goes back in play. Here now with Estrada. Estrada again finding Crowder. Crowder though ridden out of it there. First by Raul La Placette. Adrien then came in to help out his cousin, who goes to the right-hand side of Gracida. Gracida appealing for a foul. The umpires say play on. It does look like they've been instructed to let play move a little bit here in this second semi-final. Good play there by La Placette, sending it down the ground, but Gracida again is waiting. Gracida around the outside, but met by Jamali. He doesn't have a lot of room to play with. In comes Estrada, sends it up over the boards again, and playing for territory, playing for safety, sends it up over the boards. We will come back to the middle. It may well be the halfway point of this third chukker. That is indeed the case. Mark Holmes blows the whistle, and it's going to be another chance here in this third chukker for players to go off and change. And it's just getting a little bit closer. That half goal, of course, for Azerbaijan does stand tall in these proceedings. Big thank you again to our sponsors, ORS. The hydration tablets are one of our sponsors all around the world, wherever we go. Huge thank you to the likes of them, to Clanova, for making all of his coverage we're able to bring you, whether it's over in Dubai, the Thai Polo at the moment as well. We were over in Saudi Arabia just last week, bringing you the very best of world polo. So much action still to come in this one. Who is going to be the second finalist of the 40th edition? We've been talking about the 40th anniversary for a few years, how to make it extra special, and they really have pulled all the stops out here in Switzerland. So the wind still beginning to have an impact here. Again, it tends to be normal. The second half of the first game, the second game as well, it gets pretty still. But now, going down the ground is Jamali. Elchin Jamali, ridden out of it by Navija Estrada. Ooh, coming in there was Cressida, thought better of it. Govanaliev sends it down the ground. Jamali reaching in front of Estrada. It did go wide. I'm not sure there wasn't a whistle as well. But either way, it will be possession for World Polo League. It was indeed a whistle, so it will be World Polo League. 2.5 goals down for the time being. So waiting over the ball is Cressida. Down the ground, Crowder. I think the umpire's just making sure there's no contact prior. Not quite sure now. The umpire's spotted something off the ball. Just going to explain there to Melissa Ganzi in the centre exactly what they've seen. They will take their time. We've seen that today, the umpires, to make sure any decision is the correct one. My best guess from up here was to do with contact being made down the ground off the ball. Alejandro Navija Estrada, he goes in just to make sure his opinion is heard. Raul Laplacette, he's not far away. So players making their way back on. And eventually they managed to sort out whatever conversation was needed, and it's going to be here with Cressida. Cressida closed down straight away there by Laplacette. So sends it out now to the right, looking for Navija Estrada. Navija Estrada sends it up over the board. So we will have a break as the players come back to the middle. Not far away from the halfway, well, just over the halfway point. Players have gone off and changed off this third chukker. Just another whistle while the umpires wait for that gap to form. And we're back underway. Navija Estrada. Ridden in there as it's picked up here by the number 2, Govanaliev. Govanaliev called off the play, but it's Estrada who comes in, but it's still going to fall for Raul Laplacette. Raul Laplacette to the right-hand side of Estrada. Sends it up long, down the ground, looking for Adriancito Laplacette. Waiting there is Crowder. Crowder with the backhand into the ponies. Ooh, in comes Govanaliev against Estrada. We'll see which way this one is given. It was certainly there to be played and to be competed for. Govanaliev came down the line, claiming it was his. Now, was he close enough to claim the line? The umpires have said that is the case. Navija Estrada had to get out of the way, but it really is characteristic of this Azerbaijan team. They chase every single ball. They do not give any player time to breathe. And Navija Estrada got caught. It's going to be a penalty. So penalty free, 40-yard, or are they going to move it further up still? No, I think they might be. It's going to be just a 40. They're just hitting a flat ball off the ground. bringing a new one onto the play. But it will eventually be a chance for Azerbaijan to make it 4.5 goals to 1. So La Placette, he will walk up to it. Slowly does it, little half swing. Ooh, always going left, not his best. Goes wide to the left-hand side, does go over the back line, so it will be possession here for World Polo League. So, players come back again. World Polo League, they survive. They would love to close it down to a 1.5 goal game before the final. Chiaka, across there, he had to meet it, and he did, was Gracida. Crowder looking to come and help him up, but it's going to be here now on the near side with Adriancito La Placette. La Placette brings it round on the back line. Raul La Placette looking to help his cousin out. They've got a lot of room, and it has gone wide over the back line. So having had a pretty open first 2 chukkers of the game, just slowing down a little bit in this third chukker. So here it is now with Gracida. Gracida with the tap, looking to go in between Jamali and Adrien La Placette. Picked up by Navisha Estrada. Navisha Estrada now looking to get going. Oh, it's gone backwards. Did I tell you the wind has started to blow and it's taken it all the way back towards his own goal. Can they pick up on this one here? It's still there with Navisha Estrada. I think he wanted to go back to the halfway line. He was looking to hit that overboard. That is frustrating for World Polo League. They had a real chance there as it's in out with La Placette. La Placette looking to make it count. Up there against the back line, goes over the back line. So World Polo League, they do survive, and we'll see if we have time for one more play. It looks like we will in this third chukker. La Placette facing Navisha Estrada. Navisha Estrada gets around the first one. Can he get past Jamali as well? Adriancito La Placette continues to pressure. Picked up there by Gracida. Gracida sends it up over halfway line. The first bell has gone, so not a lot of time here for World Polo League. Can Navisha Estrada make it count? The tailback can play. Taken out the air by Gracida. Remember, we will start the next chukker with a roll in from the middle no matter what, so they got to score here. But there is Govanaliev. Govanaliev, it's rolling closer. Goal is scored. World Polo League make it a goal-and-a-half game heading into the fourth and final chukker. What a score that is, and what a time to get it. Govanaliev thought he did enough, but they just managed to force it over the line. I think it was Crowder with the final touch. The goal is scored. Anyone's game in this second semi-final. Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, they lead 3.5 goals to 2. So welcome back. It all comes down to this. We are here for the fourth and final chukker of the second semi-final. I can still see the Kushner practice fans in the grandstand. They are awaiting the winners. Eduardo Greggy. Oh, a big shot there by Raul La Placette, looking for Adriancito, but the play by Navisha Estrada. Goal and a half separating these two sides. Can they make it a half-goal game early on in this final period of play? There with the open backhand is Raul Laplacette. Looking for Adriancito Jamali. He's gone down the centre. That's where they're looking. A little delicate flick down the ground it was, but unable to make the most of it. Jamali leads it behind. Picked up first by Crowder, then by Navisha Estrada. Looking to attack still is Crowder. Crowder went for a big shot, ducking the crowd. And it's going to be a roll in from the centre. Adrien Laplacette, the word he's using is control, to Elchin Jamali at the front, saying don't try and kill this ball. It goes off in any direction if you do. So they wait again. Gets rolled in. And it's there with Gracida. Can they find it out to the left-hand side? Coming across is Laplacette. He just stayed on the right side of the law there as he goes to the right-hand side. Still now with Laplacette. Adrien gives it back to Raul. The two cousins combine again. It's Raul Laplacette looking to take it up over the halfway line. We saw in the last chukker there's a real advantage to the team heading towards the other direction with the wind, but at the moment it is there with Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, and Raul Laplacette takes it to the left, takes it to the right, just keeping that ball under a spell. Still here, good pressure at the front by Gracida, picked up now by Jason Crowder. Crowder on the near side. Can they force it up towards the goal being defended by the team in green? It's going to fall back here for Crowder. Gracida calling for the backhand. They might have been better taking out one more time for Jamali. He's all on his own at the front. It's Elchin Jamali. Oh, he's left it behind. That could have been game right there. It's Ganzi. Ganzi, can she get enough on the backhand? Not quite. It's just left behind. And here again is Laplacette sending it out to the left-hand side. Big hook there by Navisha Estrada. Navisha Estrada and Adrien Laplacette, the two number threes coming together, and it's a man with all the experience, Navisha Estrada, appealing for a foul. The whistle has been blown. The ball was right there on the boards. Navisha Estrada is saying that he had the ball under his spell. When we come back, I think the players yesterday have been told to go and change. It was tight there against the boards. Navisha Estrada, it will be theirs when they come back. So half a chukker remains in this second semi-final. A goal and a half separating the two sides. What a sight that is of the pony lines in the background. Sure, it comes as no surprise to you, the work that goes in the background. We'll take this chance again to give a massive shout out to all the work behind the scenes, getting these horses looking so good, playing so good. I'm staying in a hotel down near the track where the horses do their exercise in the morning. They were out there at 7 o'clock this morning. Now, can you imagine how cold it is at 7 in the morning in these conditions? The grooms behind the scene really, really appreciate the work that they do, all of us here, not only at Polo Line, but also across the lake here. But the 40th edition of this World Cup, we're about to get the final game of day 2 back underway. Can Azerbaijan land a fire? Remember, they started with that goal and a half. It's here now with Gracida. Ooh, clever play there by Laplacette. He just got Gracida in the end. That didn't quite work out as they were hoping initially, but they're going to get another chance here with Navisha Estrada. Navisha Estrada, waiting with him initially was Gracida. These players in these conditions, they keep the ball a lot closer, as it's here again with Mariano Gracida. There's still time, but they don't want to spend too long with the ball here. And Gracida just bouts there. Hit it a little hard again. They wanted to keep it close, and it's gone down. And there's a chance now. They've got the overlap if they're clever. Navisha Estrada shows all his nuve just to come round and hit the backhand, but they will come again with Adriancito Laplacette. Met there by Crowder. Crowder does enough just to make life interesting, but it will be picked up again here by Raul Laplacette. Raul takes it to the left-hand side. Melissa Ganzi looking to move out the way. The umpires saying play on as it's sent down the ground for Elchin Jamali. Jamali in front of Crowder, keeps his cool, keeps his calm. Good play there by Jamali. Hit near side backhand by Cressida. There just seems to be one too many green shirts at the moment as it's here again now with Crowder. Crowder, the umpires, they saw a foul there. They may well have said clear green in the passage leading up to that swing. And they're going to move it up in favour of World Polo League. So just want to hear, did he manage to get around? Not according to the umpires. It was close, but it's going to be a penalty, a 40-yard penalty. And they need this one. That is the crew on the other side. I see Rito Garenze up there, the godfather of snow. Jan Erik, the commentator, up there as well. And great to see Pierre up there as well. Another one of the visionaries behind this World Polo League. So, big moment here. President of FIP, that was Pierre up there in the stand. As it's sent up towards the goal, it caught the wind and it went through the fist pumps. And it is 3.5 goals to 3 now. There is still time. What a big 2 minutes. Jason Crowder with the penalty. Ball goes back in play. Melissa Ganzi, great play there by Ganzi as it comes away now for La Placette. La Placette sends it out looking for Govanaliev. Big period of play coming up now as Govanaliev takes it out towards the stands on the far side. Good right off there. Ganzi coming across. The umpire's happy as Jamali hears there. Elchin Jamali taking the ball up towards the back line. Big next shot. Oh, it's just gone wide to the right-hand side. 1.5 minutes to go here. Maybe just under. Can they go? They've got to be quick. Looking to pick it up. They don't want to give away a foul. There's half a goal in it. Can they defend it or will World Polo League? Melissa Ganzi looking for her second title. Gets left now for Cressida. Cressida. In comes La Placette. The umpires say play on as it goes up looking for Crowder. Crowder, can he get the shot towards the goal? Govanaliev. Govanaliev, big backhand play. Is that the winning play by Talen Govanaliev? Set down the ground now by Raul La Placette. It's still a contest as Adrian La Placette takes it away. They've got to get the ball back, the team in purple. Otherwise it will be a repeat of yesterday's game. Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire. They've got 1 foot in the final. Can they see it out? As it's here now with Cressida. Cressida, one last chance. They appeal for the foul. The umpires say play on. It's coming back for Navisha Estrada. Looking again for Cressida. Cressida leaves it behind. The crowd is cheering on the far side. The bell is gone. And that is that. It is Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, who get themselves in the final by the narrowest of margins. What a game, what a contest, and it is the team in green who have made a rematch with the Kushnab practice. What a day of polo we have had here. We will see the stats, the story of this game, but the most important one is it is the team in green, Azerbaijan Land of Fire. They defeat World Polo League by half a goal, 3.5 goals to 3. Not a high-scoring affair, but it was end-to-end. It was good polo out here in this final game of the day. The Kushnab practice play Azerbaijan Land of Fire. Will it be a first title for the Kushnab, or will it be a third title for Azerbaijan Land of Fire? They will go and take the plaudits in the crowd as they ride round. We'll have a look at the stats, but what a performance that was. For everyone who has joined us throughout this second day, make sure you do the same tomorrow. It's going to be a great occasion, a great day. And at the end of it all, the 40th World Cup will be crowned. Just for one field goal for Azerbaijan. They started with a goal and a half as well. 2 field goals for World Polo League. Very close in the throw-ins. Azerbaijan, they committed a few too many fouls, but it didn't matter in the end. No yellow cards in the final game. And that all-important score at the top. Azerbaijan land of fire, come out the winners, 3.5 goals to 3. Thank you again to everyone who has joined us throughout the day here and the famous lake of St. Moritz. A big thank you from us at Polo Line, and we will see you all. We get going 11 o'clock local time tomorrow.